A true friend, mentor, or lover, or spiritual mentor is someone who cares for your soul as much as they care for their own.
Yeah.
And that's never left me, because I feel at the end of the day, like when you talk about loving somebody, it's more than just saying, "Oh, I'm there for you," or just that's all components of it. But ultimately, I care for your soul. And when I say your soul is your entire being, and the question or the example I always use, right, is that when you talk about love, you talk about being a witness to someone's life, and the reality is, we are 8 people here in a room in Africa, in Kenya, in a country of 56 million people, on a continent of 1 billion people, in a globe of 8 billion people, in a galaxy of 9 planets. There's math, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's a lot of insignificance that's built into being a human.
Yeah.
So when you say you love somebody, you're saying, I'm going to be a witness. Your life will not go unnoticed.
The mics are blood clot open. Check.
Select accent for the podcast.
Calvin always late.
All right, this is episode 287. The mics are open. My name is G Money.
Andy Young.
Ashley.
Big C.
Calvin, you're a hater, bro. Like, why are you like this, bro?
How am I?
With the
why you like
Duragon, my nigga.
Okay, so let me explain what's happening. First of all, I'm happy to be back, but I'll tell you what's happening.
Back.
Yeah.
I was in my house today, right? Which camera? Which one? I've lost this one. Yeah.
Wow.
I was in the house today, and I after a deep conversation with my bro while I was away. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go to the podcast. I've never worn a trackie to the podcast. I'm gonna break out some low dunks. Like
fire, man.
I'm gonna do it.
Damn.
This guy walks in a tracksuit as well. Couldn't I just have today? Just today.
So, backstory is this, right? I
Tell
was
them.
not going to be on this podcast because I was running like mighty late, right?
Yeah.
And I appreciate you guys for taking time. So I got home because I hadn't showered nothing, right? I got home, I was like, let me shower. So this is a tracksuit that I wore to get on the flight, right? So it's just like quick.
Yes.
It's a quick
I love
thing.
it.
Not thinking
Which
about my
flight?
outfit.
No, bro. No. Like I'm trying to say.
But this is fly though. This
He
is
said, but this is fly though.
Yeah,
you know?
but it's like though.
No, this is fly. I
Like
was-
it's secondary.
the
Like,
color coordination
It was
and all,
supposed to,
bro.
like it was supposed to have.
nah,
right.
the white socks and the low dunks.
Listen.
Nah, fire, man.
Listen. This was supposed
I
to
got
be,
Nike socks for you, man.
This was supposed to be in the comments like, yo, G, you snapped. You're killing
did.
it.
You did,
But
bro.
now you've just come and spoiled it with your
sorry, I'm sorry.
Uncle Adidas.
Let me tell you, your new nicknames, now that you're both in trackies, is Uncle Daddy.
Yeah, but I can work with that.
giving
Every
Uncle Daddy.
superhero needs a supervillain, bro.
But the beautiful,
Sorry.
the good
Does yours have a zipper?
what?
Like
tracksuit?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
But I have a
Yours
thing.
does?
You can,
Let it fly, baby.
Wait.
Okay, go
do you
on.
want to show
nigga.
some
Let
leg?
him shine.
I want to show some leg. Sorry, man.
No, he knows what he's doing. This
All
nigga
right,
knows what he's
so-
doing.
Shine.
But
So
this
fir-
is dope, though.
So first of all, though,
No,
can
it
you
is
just
dope,
take
though.
the though out of your mouth, bro?
This is dope.
Thank
Full
you.
stop.
This is
Period.
beautiful.
Leave the though. Now I'm actually
Still, you know,
I'm
it's
actually
dope
working on
still.
changing up my entire wardrobe. I want to grow into this phase.
Uncle Daddy. vibes.
Uncle Daddy.
I thought I
vibes.
walked into South London, bro.
Anyway,
What's going
Been
on?
rubbing it.
but as Andy just mentioned, you came off of a flight yesterday. You went to Dubai for the sevens. How was that?
Ah, man, Dubai Sevens was pretty dope. Let me tell you, I have faith in Kenya Sevens. Yeah. Kenya Sevens?
Yeah.
Kenya Sevens. It was a good week for them last week. They got a sponsorship by M-Pesa, about 100M. So I could feel that 100M energy on the pitch. Fam, we beat South Africa.
Let's hope that the players feel the 100 and everything, not just the organizers. But go on.
But let me tell you, I intentionally went to watch rugby. Like, I was at the rugby stadium from 10 a.m. and I watched, enough ladies matches. Shout out to the China ladies team. Whoa. Bruh, this is me saying, China ladies rugby team.
Were they
Okay,
real?
Trump.
They were good.
They were Chinese, though.
No, they
real?
were good.
Nah,
it was
G,
bare Chinese babes, bro. Then there was the American.
Went over.
The American Sevens team for ladies men had one winger. Bruh. She was just sidestepping all of those chicks. Australia was good. Australia won the tournament for the ladies. When it came to Kenya against South Africa, which was a big match on Saturday, bro, having watched like enough rugby on that day, everybody was waiting for the Kenya South Africa game. Hella tense. Our pool was very tough.
It was very tough.
Very tough pool.
Australia, South Africa, and whoever.
And France.
And France. Tough team. Yeah.
Bruh, the way Kenya beat them, and I don't know whether you guys got to watch the game, right?
No, I watched
Bro,
it.
one of our guys, right, gave a South African guy a concussion.
Nice.
Damn.
Yo, he went in like this. The guy was just like, poop, out. 2 minutes. The guy had to be put on, like, on, not even the stretcher thing. They brought in the cart.
Yeah,
put
bro.
my guy on. Hey.
Out cold.
No,
Out cold.
All right, so I mean, obviously, it moves down to South Africa this weekend.
Cape Town, yeah.
Shout out to carry you, but what I want to hear about is the Stormzy concert.
Yeah.
Bruh,
So Stormzy was the closing act for.
Yeah.
I wanted to be there, man.
Sugar Babes did day one. Sugar Babes.
Yeah, old school.
Old school,
yeah.
UK. They did day one. Day two, bruh. So, okay, let's start with, if you've not been to Dubai has a huge British population.
Right.
Huge, right? So when you were getting to now the venue where Stormzy was performing, because, like those guys go in and do a very good job. You want being let into the area with a can. Because Heineken has sponsored Dubai Sevens for so many years, right? You had to pour your can into
Plastic.
into a paper cup. Because you know how these British guys be, right? True. Yeah, like Stormzy could be on stage and they're filling and boom, throwing cans. So you couldn't get into that zone with the cans, right? But what I liked about it was they finished the closing ceremony of the games.
Yeah.
Did that, they're like, okay, cool, guys, you have about 20, 40 minutes to get into that area. Stormzy comes on straight. No long thing.
No, are you
DJ,
ready for Stormzy?
Are you ready? Nothing. My guy.
What song did he come in with?
He came in with
Big Fat Boots?
no. He came with Cold.
Cold. That's such a banger.
Yeah. You can imagine.
Yeah.
Like, it was so good. And he really put up a great performance. I don't know whether you guys watched one of my videos. He had a blood infection.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he couldn't perform with. But he put out a lot of energy. He was like, guys, just give me the energy. I'm a bit ill, but I'm gonna deliver. That's his last show of the year, but he killed it. Really
Stormzy
did.
is good on stage. We've been blessed. Like this weekend with Shawn Paul.
Yeah, man.
In
How
Kenya.
was that, bro?
I killed it.
Fam, I
sorry,
feel like everybody
sorry.
has a picture with Shawn Paul.
No, so I left before Shawn Paul performed.
Yeah.
But I knew Shawn Paul was going to kill it because if there's anyone who's got hits, it's Shawn Paul.
Yeah.
But for me, I was coming off the back of such a long weekend. I already knew I was just going to go in, DJ, and bounce.
But I hear you killed it.
Of course I did.
Of course.
Do you know what? I'm going to talk my shit. I'm good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
you are.
Like,
I'm
I
really
was
good.
like, guys were like, yo, I was like, yeah, you doubted that?
Yeah,
and I hear you lot killed it on Saturday as well.
yeah.
Like, hey, I'm in Dubai, I'm getting 411. She shook my hand. They're like live. I mean, Inish. They're like, hey, your boys are killing it. I'm like, I left them to take care of it.
Whatever.
But yo, since we're talking about guys killing it, Grouchy killed it.
In Anish.
Yeah,
always
but
kills it.
understandable.
Grouchy was just by the
Standard.
side of the table, like by the stage in the zone. I'm like, nigga, you want some Henny? He's like, no.
Locked in.
I have a Red Bull.
Let the man
No, but
focus.
because we haven't been drinking. Even Grouchy hasn't been drinking.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on day 30 now.
What?
No alcohol, man.
Oh, really?
Ashley's like, challenge accepted.
Wait,
Not now.
30.
I'm on week 2
Are
though.
you sure?
I think so.
Ashley.
Not
No.
falling off.
I'm not falling
We've
off.
been here
This is
before.
interesting.
Do you know
I
what?
didn't even know Grouchy was not drinking. Because I was like, yeah, the Henny, let's drink it.
You know the crazy thing about it is, and it's not even it's the crazy thing about it is that because I'm traveling in January for a month, I've challenged myself to go into that
To be
trip
thirsty.
to be to be the best version. So there's the training, there's the gym, there's the diet.
Oh, yeah, you've been clocking your
Yeah.
damn.
So,
Good
like,
job.
and then also it's like I wanna go into that trip in the best shape I've been for a while. So
It makes
I've
sense.
like literally, I haven't noticed, but like there's a good 8 kgs that's gone.
Nah, you
I support it because, you know, my guy said he's so for surfing. You don't want to bring no one's couch.
Well, actually, I changed. You're a bitch. Bastard.
He was right there.
Yeah?
He was right
Okay.
there.
So when you say that,
but you know, actually,
from the
actually, I've changed my mind about sofa surfing.
Oh, you couldn't hack
No,
that.
I decided, you know what? On this trip, like, so when I leave Vietnam and go to say Singapore or go to in Melbourne, I'm gonna go to Melbourne. I'm gonna stay with Brian Wandera, who used to work at Homeboys. You know Brian, tall
Yeah.
Brian.
Oh, Brian.
Rugby, he used to play for Kenneth Sevens. He's now a content creator in Australia.
Yeah.
Wow.
So-
and he does some dope content.
So he said he has so I'm going to stay with him because he's my pal. But in these other places like Singapore, Thailand,
Singapore's dope.
I'm going to get some nice hotels, man.
Yeah,
Like
I
I'm going
believe
to
you, bro.
I'm going to live it. Like I'm going to have a good time, and I'm capturing all of it on visual. I'll be posting like a 2 or 3 minute clip every day.
Become a travel
Vlogger.
creator.
Yeah. Speaking about
I love
Australia,
such content.
I randomly bumped into an Australian couple at Dubai Sevens. It was actually an Australian couple and like whole bunch of guys. And mark you, this is after Australia had beat us on Saturday, right? So as you're exiting the stadium, you either take a taxi or you take a bus. So the taxis, as you would imagine, everybody's waiting, right? So there's a bus that's free all the way to like the business district. So us guys are like, nah, we don't need to wait for that because it's a long, like 300 taxis. You're waiting. So I bumped into this Australian couple and we started chatting and I was like, if you guys are ever in Kenya, come through, I'll host you guys. And they were like, you come through and host us. Yeah. So I guess Australia
is the one.
is the one.
I'm
I'm
Down
actually
under.
I'm looking forward because I think
Down under.
the thing I think is that for this trip, it's more than just like going for a vacation. I want to come back and just like
Oh, nigga, you got the 16.
I
Sheesh.
just clocked it. I was like, wait a
You
minute.
got the 16, though.
I mean, it's cool still.
Hey, boss. Hey.
What?
Okay.
I work hard.
That's a good one.
I work
It was
hard.
slick as fuck.
It's a
Sorry,
really
I
good
saw
one.
it. I was like, wait a minute. Sorry.
You guys just blow me up for the silliest thing. Like, oh, okay, so
Yeah. But
So
you never know. Have you ever never upgraded your iPhone? Like,
Yes.
Never. When?
I didn't have the.
Oh, the 16?
15.
15? No. It was just, he didn't
No.
have the 15 for a couple of months, but he fasted.
No,
but he
actually, I've never not upgraded my phone.
it's good.
Actually,
Is it just the phone?
15.
Huh?
Is it just the phone?
Andy, I'm not with you.
Okay,
I'm not with you.
I'm just. You know.
Guys, by the way, there was so much good content in the group this week.
Oh, yeah.
Some of that. There was so much good content in the group.
Oh, wait.
this week.
Before that, tell
hold
us
up.
about your little. How you went home and got changed. Or did we already go through that?
Go change today.
Yeah.
No one
why you
cares.
got changed?
No. A couple of things. First and foremost, right? I got so many invites to so many different podcasts in Dubai. A lot of people mess with the mics are open. A lot of podcasters out there. So shout out to everybody who was like, yo, let's me take a picture. I actually featured on a certain podcast at the stadium.
Nice.
With some 2 cats from Dubai. It's going to be coming out, but there's a lot of people who are asking for you guys. A lot of people are like, where's Ashley at?
Yo, I actually got a lot of DMs. Guys are just like, are you coming for sevens? Are you with Grouchy? Are you with Calvin? I'm like,
Yeah.
relax, kids. I'll be there soon.
Then someone was like, G, I don't think he'd come for sevens. I was like, no, he wanted to come, but he had a puncher somewhere.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh.
Andy, guys were out there asking, yo, the wisdom, the wise words, and anything. But it was good.
I think Andy's in the season though.
Yeah.
Mad.
Like I think this podcast moves through seasons, and you've had your season. We're tired of you. I think we're in the. I think now.
I'm here for it.
I think now we're in the Andy season. Because you know what the crazy thing about it is, I watch back the episodes that like not the ones that the ones that I'm on and the ones I'm not on. And this guy just cracks me up. He has these little bullets.
Hey, it's very flagrant. I'm allowed still. I'm allowed.
But yeah, some of the good stories were in the group, man. What were we talking about?
There was these guys who were on a podcast having a very heated conversation about men only receiving love out of relationships. So this guy was trying to tell the shorty that he's podding with that men get nothing else other than love out of a relationship, and she couldn't fathom the fact that that's the only thing that niggas can get in a relationship. So it was interesting for people to observe the perspective of a lady who probably thinks that men they're up to something. I mean,
Yeah.
if you look at it from a guy's perspective, if tables are turned, you could have said the girl is in it for the money, she's in it maybe for the lifestyle and all of that. Yes, you can pinpoint 1 to 3 things, but when it comes to a man, why else would he be with you?
Right.
Yeah.
There's so much truth in that.
Yeah, I'm
mean,
with it.
I wasn't on this pod. Go on, you're saying?
No. And I also understand where Shodi is coming from, because sometimes men be looking for comfort. They be looking for maybe someone who can take care of them, look after them. They don't want to maybe tough it out or do what they know they're supposed to do. So I also acknowledge that there's such cases. But more often than not, niggas have no more to gain than just love. And
But what is... Sorry, go on.
no, and more importantly also to be allowed to express theirs. You know, like if I feel this way about you and you allow me to express it, then I'm happy.
So, okay, let me ask, what exactly is love? Like, what comes within love?
All right.
And is it the man giving love, or the man receiving love from the woman?
Receiving love from the
Receiving
woman.
love from the woman.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me. I don't know if it's on this podcast. It's just amongst like friends. I've recently been asking my friends, my male friends, when's the last time you felt, apart from your parents, maybe your kids or whatever, you know, yet you felt love outside of the traditional sources. Men don't get to feel love. They don't get to feel value.
Yeah.
Like, so the thing about it is, you know, your mom loves you, you know, your daughter loves you, but when's the last time like a woman is fetid on with love? And this is not like a gender thing, but for example,
No, let's go. Gender wars.
no, I don't want to. I don't want no gender wars. But most men don't feel, they can feel value, but they
Speaking
don't
of gender
feel love.
wars.
No, bro, no one's judging you.
Was that a gender reveal?
Tada! Sugarcane juice. In a donjo man, then a slap by. I'm just not going out to Kelly. My plug.
So sugarcane sweet in your big.
Oh,
It's
and
not wrong with-
ginger. Ooh, you want to taste?
No, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Are you-
So it's like so most men don't get to just receive love. It's just not on the menu.
yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So within a relationship, that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Essentially.
And when you get it.
But then the trade-off is you're the provider, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. Like Chris Rock says, men are not loved unconditionally. It's just not, it doesn't happen.
But the dog is.
But the dog
Yeah,
is.
puppies, cats, women.
Do you know, it's
Flowers.
let me give you this crazy, and this is and I think I've mentioned it on the podcast before. Shout out to Lamek. If you ever need a physio, shout out to Lamek Physio. He's based Bishop Magua,
Road.
Kinurama Road, right? Off Kinurama Road. Like when I go for physio and you talk to Lamek, and he talks about his dogs.
Man, just
Bro.
first of all,
He talks about his dogs like
he's talking you through it, but he's talking about dogs.
And he's talking about, he's like, yo, so I've had to move my dogs, and my dogs love me. I love my dogs. And I understand. I'm just like,
Does he have kids?
yes.
But his dogs are his kids first.
I wouldn't go that far, but I'm just.
You can't even be talking about that, bro.
Yeah, we're talking about dogs here. People who like their dogs, not like you.
And not
You know?
comparing them to kids.
But the point I'm
I'll
trying.
surprise you guys, but I'll keep quiet.
But the point, you have a new dog. The point I'm trying to,
Puffing.
the point I'm making is that when this guy talks about his dog, he says, you know, when you're as a dog owner, when you're in sync with your dog and you get home and your dog is so happy to see you, and it just makes me feel, I'm like, wow. It's just like, yo, it's like if this man can be so enamored by his dogs, like, fam, imagine for the man
Maybe he's not getting love at
for the
all.
man, no, why are you going there? Of course he is.
We're back to the subject.
Right, but the point,
You know,
You're
but-
circling us back.
the point I'm making is, it's like end of the day, how weird does it feel for hear a man talking about affection and talking about how much he loves? Like you'd expect that feeling to be a general feeling.
like when's, like in his case, when's the last time his wife like licked his face like a dog would?
Did you just lick? Oh my! Oh.
You guys have been shine all over this damn thing. It was by mistake. Ugh.
Yo,
Let me
HR,
disinfect
please.
my tongue.
He tried to
Please.
be in this building a long time ago.
Why are you like this, bro?
That's your
I
boy.
tell you, when is the last time his wife did
Why did you lick the pop filter, bro?
Bro, I didn't mean to fucking lick the pop filter. It was in
Jeez.
the way of my tongue.
Do you have a herpes?
Oh, that's your excuse.
No,
Oh my God, that's gross, bro.
listen. You can
Oh,
really,
man.
when you guys didn't go through
Yeah, please
2020,
mark
you don't remember when
that
you were in
one.
church and the mic had to be moved to someone else. They used to do. Don't act like you fuckers didn't go through 2020.
But you don't know
moving
who's
on.
been there,
Guys,
bro.
Also, you
Can we
have a
circle
point.
back?
No, did you not see what your boy did?
I
What
saw
did he do?
it.
What do you mean what he
The
do?
tongue was come on.
Wait, did you lick the mic?
He licked the mic, bro.
See that?
It was by fucking mistake.
By the way, editor.
By mistake?
Editor.
Oops.
We need it in slow motion.
Editor. Put that lick in slow motion.
Yeah.
In long,
Zoom it in.
glorious slow motion.
That's the title
so
of
we
the
can
pod, by
see
the way.
what lick it.
Yeah, lick the mic, bro.
Lick the mic in
The
slow
mics are
mo.
licked.
Yeah.
Guys,
Oh, okay, you've come for your juice. Oh,
No, just come and get it, man. There's no problem. Imperfectly perfect.
Also,
yeah.
there's a on the same thing where you were asking when was the last time he was licked. Sorry, when was the last time he was licked? There's a meme that came out recently, and it was my dog. Every time I get home, my dogs get so excited that they pee. None of your wives have
I've
done
been
that
kicking
before.
that.
hey, that was,
None of your girls have done that before when you got home. You've clearly never been loved
I mean,
like that.
I don't know
But you
about
see how
getting
much-
home, but getting there, eh?
you see how
Yeah.
dogs are loyal.
But you
Like
see-
imagine. Oh shit. No.
Like they feel though, you're literally at the door.
You're
they feel
wise.
because they're
You're wise.
excited.
You're wise.
Oh shit! I see where I took this.
No, it's bad. Like, what are we gonna do? You've not been home for 2 months.
Don't you
She's
think,
like,
don't you think it's ironic as we discuss a man getting loved, we end up making a joke out of it? Like,
No, I'm here for it, bro. I'm
you
here
know
for
me,
it.
I'm for real though. You know, I get you, man. International Men's Day the other day. Man,
when was that?
2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago,
Not even aware.
there was no big deal about it. Men's Day.
I literally told everybody on the group happy.
She did.
Happy Men's
I
Day.
did, didn't I?
She did.
Thank you, Byron. You're the only one
she
who
did.
actually.
But yo,
Nah, she did.
no.
She did. No,
the only one who
actually,
cares,
no,
anyway.
it's just him. We saying that
No,
it's
no,
not
no, no.
everyone.
But you see what I'm
Don't
saying?
crucify
What
us.
I'm saying is like Women's Day will get so much. Like you guys even have offers at the bar.
No, me,
Us guys, we didn't even have an offer at Pizza Inn.
I'm
Did you
just
check?
curious.
I'm serious.
Did you check?
Like even all those Mongedo joints. Like if we're really taking it,
I just want to hear Ashley's definition of love because that's the first question she started by asking.
Yeah, you're trying to ask me that.
Yeah.
I think there are many ways you can show affection other than, okay, it is love. I think it's under love.
So what is love?
Shit. I mean, caring for someone might be unconditionally, wanting the best for them, popping the pimples.
oh hell.
Very important. Very important.
Very important, yeah. Calling them out
Is
when
that what
they're
we're calling it now? Popping the pimples.
No, it's a thing, bro. Popping zits. It's a love language.
calling them out when they're not in
okay.
the right and making sure they're on the right path.
True, that's true.
Where making sure like you're aligned with their goals and they're aligned with your goals and you meet in the middle somewhere. For me, love, okay, how I show love or how I show, I would say more than love is actually caring for you beyond just the physical and emotional. It's more like you as an individual. How can I actually build you? Because that's what you're meant to
Or
do with
build on
someone.
me.
I mean, you're gonna build me too.
I think,
Build something in me.
You know?
I
or
think-
build up something.
oh God, Andy. I think the late singer,
Did you not see that too, man?
the late singer Prince.
Yeah.
There's a clip where he's accepting a award for in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And one of the things he says is that a true friend, mentor, or lover, or spiritual mentor is someone who cares for your soul as much as they care for their own.
Yeah.
And that's never left me because I feel at the end of the day, like when you talk about loving somebody, it's more than just saying, "Oh, I'm there for you," or just that's all components of it. but ultimately, I care for your soul. When I say your soul is your entire being, and the question or the example I always use, right, is that when you talk about love, you talk about being a witness to someone's life, and the reality is, we are 8 people here in a room in Africa, in Kenya, in a country of 56 million people, on a continent of 1 billion people, in a globe of 8 billion people, in a galaxy of 9 planets, there's,
math, bro.
you know what I mean?
Right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of insignificance that's built into being a human.
Yeah.
So when you say you love somebody, you're saying, I'm going to be a witness. Your life will not go unnoticed. You know what I'm trying to say?
Damn, preach.
That's deep.
Yeah.
God damn.
Your life will not go, because what is one life actually worth? Without someone who's going to turn around and say, okay, I'm going to be a witness to your existence. So if you're having a good day, I'm going to witness your good day. If you're having a bad day, I'm going to witness your bad day. You see what I'm trying to say? It's like, it's and that's the reality. Someone who cares for your soul as much as their own. Because like, end of the day, if I want to get to heaven, if I love you, I want you to be there.
I don't know.
Masterpiece.
Was that a masterpiece?
That was a masterpiece.
Thank God.
Yes,
It was
the
like-
contrast.
We need that.
You know,
We
for me,
need that.
no, I understand. I'm just being a douchebag, right? I've said it before. My grandfather, right? I'll never forget the day my grandpa died. It was a Tuesday, I think, and this was COVID time, right? This is my grand uncle, right? Like, I've loved them for years, and how they were and everything. How my shosho would never let me leave her compound without getting into her kitchen garden and everything. And I remember the day my grandpa was rushed to hospital at night, 7 o'clock, Nairobi Hospital. He goes there, he passes on over there, and her sons now can't be able to break the news to my grandma. And she just looked at them and she's like, you guys forget that I used to work in hospital, right? She was in the medical field, right? And she's like, I can tell from the way you guys have been that my hubby has whatever. And she said that my work here is done. And I remember the night after we buried him on a Saturday, Sunday morning, maybe 4 a.m. or something, she passed on.
Crazy.
I've heard about such.
She was just like, for that week, she couldn't eat, she couldn't do nothing, and she used to be like the strongest, right? But over the years, what you're saying, witnessing how when my grandpa wasn't well, how she'd always be there. Like, I have never not seen them together.
Let me tell you.
The actually funniest thing, is they only went to separate churches.
Wow.
That was the only time they were ever not together. Because one of them was a Presbyterian and she was her buddy was like a bishop in a certain church and part of that. So they only never went to church together.
Fam, let me
But
tell
other
you.
times,
Let me tell you.
Inseparable.
And it's crazy when you look at, like, I was speaking to my brother earlier on, and we were talking about loosely about music, and he was telling, anyway, that's a different story. But I remember we're having a conversation, and he was talking about when our grandmother passed away. And I remember I was in Jamaica when my aunt passed away. And I remember the night before I flew back to Kenya, I said to my grandma, all right, I'll see you in June. So this would be the end of January. So my grandmother said to me, first of all, when I got to Jamaica, my grandmother said to me, I can't live without her because she's not just my daughter, she's my best friend, she's everything, right? I said to my grandmother, she said, when am I going to see you again? I said, June. She goes, I won't be here.
Straight.
I said, Mom, what nonsense are you talking about? Less than 5 weeks later, she was gone.
wow.
She's gone. And the thing about it is, it's a case of, I make the point to say now, that when I said the conversation I was having with my bro was at the time, I was saying, okay, Mom, I'll see you in June when I'll come back. But now as an adult, right? I was an adult then, but as an older man now, I look back at that moment so many times and I thought to myself, what was so important about coming back to Kenya to do my show? You see what I'm trying to say? And and it really bugs me. I'm like, because this version of myself would have been like, yo, by the way, I'm not coming back. I'm chilling with Mom. But at that moment, I hadn't evolved to the place where I am now. So when you talk about love and you talk about being committed and you talk about like connecting with people, it's spiritual. It's spiritual, and that spiritual connect goes just beyond like the physical is so
Shallow.
unimportant to when you actually connect with somebody, you know.
Yeah, no.
And it's harder and harder to find out because at the end of the day, it's like we've evolved into a society where for you to love, for you to show genuine love, you have to be vulnerable. The fact of the matter is, we live in a society now that does not celebrate vulnerability in no way, shape, or form. You're vulnerable, you're soft. You're soft, you're a target. So everyone's tough. And the crazy thing about it is, it's the funniest thing. I see all the tough people on social media, and I see all the tough guys and the tough quotes and the standards and the this and that, and I just say, 10 years time, I'm going to see you guys putting up quotes about how deep love is and this and that, and how that's all you're looking for. But when you had the opportunity to find it, you were so busy being tough. One last thing I'm going to say. Like, think about this, right? And this is another conversation I've been having recently. Imagine being in a space where you're constantly tough. You're a man, you have to be tough, bro. As you leave your house in the morning, you got to be tough. You go to the workplace, you got to be tough. You've got to navigate all of these things. You got to get Calvin to put his phone down. You got to do all of these things, right? You're toughing it out, yeah? Bro, do you know how tiring that is? You get to 40 and you're exhausted. You're exhausted that you've had to just be this thing throughout the entire life. You're tired. You can't sustain it.
You need someone, man.
So there you go.
But I think there's not one particular way or route or path to use to get to one destination. I feel like everybody's path is custom made for them. For example, that person who is by all means, tough, acting like Billy Badass and all of that. Maybe this is their path to vulnerability, and maybe they need to get to this extreme because trust me, if this person, what you call alchemy, if alchemy happens over here and this guy who used to be tough becomes the most softest person, the most vulnerable person, imagine the impact that just this happening can have on other people who think that, I'm tough too and all that. This guy can tell me something. Like you get the toughest guy in jail who has done the most, but then he's been reformed, he's converted, he's done the shadow work and all these things. He can come and tell somebody else something. So his path, did he have
just like Gucci Mane?
Yo, we need to talk about that one because Shorty keeping money for him, and then now when you come out, blah blah blah, that's a conversation.
When you say the toughest guy in jail, something could have happened to him and he just got soft.
Calvin, we're having a serious conversation here.
No, he said the toughest money.
I'll play ball. It's cool.
Me, I'm just like.
Can I just put it out there? There's a soap bar and a shower involved somehow.
No, not really. Maybe he just got parole and he was like weak in his knees.
Okay, SWV. But yeah. So
don't humor this guy. Finish.
Nah, we play ball with Calvin. It's fine. It's cool. No pause. So I believe that's why it's like, bro, we talk about this so many times. When you see someone who is going through it in a relationship and you can clearly see Wagwan, you will try telling them 1,010 times what's going on.
Wow.
Why are you looking at Kelly?
This nigga rude.
Wait, Kelly. Why are you looking at Kelly?
Well,
because she's beautiful, bro.
I know she's
beautiful. Very beautiful. She's very attractive.
But and
she's eating my nuts.
There's a story.
Yeah.
Pause.
My ground nuts.
Nuts.
I hope you enjoy them. Austin is also enjoying my nuts. I love it. Generous, But it's the same thing. For sometimes someone has to get to a point where they can be ready to see things in a certain light.
Right.
Did you have plenty of opportunities to see this and make amends? Yes. The universe is generous. I'll give you an opportunity. You didn't see it, ni sawa. Another one. Until someone is ready to make that change, they won't do nothing,
but
bro.
here's the thing, right? And you guys are saying some really cool stuff, which I appreciate.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for your vote of thanks.
No,
that's cool and everything.
That's not cool and everything, right? But from my experience, what I've also come to learn is
Teacher sensei.
there's also a lot of bullshit. right? So you could be going with that whole mentality of this and that and what, but someone probably is in it because you're a step towards something. Right, and they could be giving you so many like green lights and what, preparing you, but in real sense, they probably are not that person, right?
Yeah.
So, I think the one thing that I love about like older folk, like now your grannies and all of that, how straight up they are. You get like the other day I was in an Uber with a Arab guy who probably was in his 60s or something, and it was such a breath of fresh air to look at this guy. He was not giving no fucks at all. He's like, I don't know, shouting and what, but it just made me think about like older folk and how
First of all, that was racist, but okay, go on. That was racist, but go on.
Was it?
No.
Okay,
it's okay.
It wasn't. That was not the context, right? But it just made me like the you know how refreshing it is to hear like guys who've gone through life just say, you'll be okay, or this or that and what. And I think we've like not to say it, but I'm also just gonna say it. I feel like at times, bro, some of this wokeness out here on social media really gets me to a point where I'm just so like I'm nonchalant to it because there's so much noise of who did this like this. It should be like this. Or you need to be like this.
Yeah.
There's what? And people are even forgetting small things like gaslighting other people or just treating people nicely. You get? But there's this whole manual that's out there and I'm just like, God damn.
I feel like it's a part of the process still because you are able to sift through that, but maybe before ungekona buy into a particular ideal that works out for you at this particular time.
Which is fantastic, but
Right.
it's also, I think we also need to pause for a sec and also tell people, question some things.
Yeah.
You just can't be told this and you're like, oh, this is the way things need to be.
Yeah,
like
true.
it gets to a point where guys are on
These
autopilot. Standards and what.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we all commented on a clip that we saw today of that guy who was 38, who's a doctor, talking to this younger lady
Yeah.
who clearly is not.
In fact, pause.
Yeah.
Let's play some of that clip.
Yeah.
38? Oh, yeah. Red flag.
So he's
You
Less
you
of
are
a-
very handsome. I wouldn't even thought you were 38.
Of course
but
not. But it's less about being a red flag and more about being a liability.
I get it.
If I were to bring you into my life, you would be a liability.
Right. Do you got kids though?
No.
Can you?
No. You can ask another question now.
I mean, you said you're a doctor, right?
That's correct.
Okay. I mean, I don't even know what to ask you because you don't like me. I'm too young.
It's not.
I mean, if you change your mind, I'm open to it though.
Why would you be open to it?
Cause you're handsome for
Sure.
one.
So you only like
And-
me because I'm beautiful.
Just like I'm beautiful.
Yeah, but that's not why I would only like you.
So why would you like me? Cause you didn't answer that.
Because you can bring something and add something to my life. But because you're a liability, you can't
Right.
add anything to my life.
Right.
You would be a liability to everything in my
So
life.
what can I not add to your life? What is that?
You can't teach me anything. You can't help me with my finances in any way. You can't add any intellectual anything into my life. And it's not because you're not capable. It's just because you're not
I'm
there
too
yet.
young.
You're not there yet.
Right.
And if you're not already on that path,
I'm already on it. That's the problem. You don't know enough about me.
you're absolutely right. I don't know
So
enough
you're
about
messing
you.
up.
You said you have Airbnb
Good luck
properties.
with the other girls back there. You messing up. Oh, next. Oh,
And I can tell that you're triggered, and that's okay.
I'm not triggered, sweetheart. You
We
are
can-
very
we-
handsome.
we can
But-
work- we can work through this
but
together.
You
Please
said I
put your
can't
hands
bring
down.
you anything, so it's like
Right.
there's no need to talk.
You can't
I just
bring
said,
anything right
Good luck with the
now.
other girls.
Say, okay, and this is why your immaturity will prevent you from being with a real man.
No, I've dealt with real
Because
men
you're not
before.
listening to me and you're trying to talk over
Go
me.
ahead, I'm listening.
Adults have conversations.
So that's like a minute of the clip that we're talking about, and it actually went on for about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
You could see
Pop the
that
balloon.
This the guy was the way he was speaking to
Yeah.
a woman was like you're just like
meaning.
you know
Started off okay. I was with him at the very beginning, but then he lost me where he started making assumptions based on what he had seen or heard without
And
giving
age.
Shodi a chance.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, some of the things which he was saying I kind of agree with, But then at the same time, you've already made your own conclusions about who I am entirely, even without, for example,
But I feel
if I take the example of him saying that there's not any value that she can add to his life, not, I don't know,
That-
spiritual.
By the way, sorry to interrupt.
And financial.
But that fucking statement right there was bad.
Yeah.
I'm not going to use
I
words
wasn't
like
rocking with
triggering
that.
and what.
Yeah.
Hands down, bad. There's no value that you can add to my life.
You don't even know me,
what
bro.
the fuck are you talking about?
You don't
if
even
tomorrow
know me.
you fail and you're like bedridden for life, you can't even feel like your limbs. Like people need to start.
I feel
you
it's-
can't add no value to my life.
I feel, and I think the thing about it is we've overcomplicated what value actually means.
Yeah.
Because the thing about it is if you come from, there are many people who came from households where the dad was maybe the breadwinner and the mom was at home, right? Imagine if your dad said to your mom, "You can't bring no value to to my life," because he's in this position where he's making money. In those days when it was a much more patriarchal kind of society vibes, half of us wouldn't be here.
100%.
And the fact of the matter is, at the end of the day, it's like I really feel that value exists in so many little things. For example, it's like the easiest thing to give someone is money. It's the easiest thing to give someone. Like you can say, gee, I need 1,000 bob. Either you have it or you don't. Oh, you need 1,000 bob? There you go. I don't even need to ask you what you want it for. It's easy to fix a need with money, but the deeper value is, how can you make me feel that you value me the way I value you? How do you communicate that? For some people it can be a good morning text. For some people it's have you eaten? For some people it's do you want to hang out and do nothing? There's so much things that people can do and bring to the table that are life based.
Yeah.
As opposed to having this valuation. Like when I see someone saying, or when I see a woman say, if you're not earning this amount of money, you can't date me.
Yeah.
And I go back to the same thing is I'm gonna drop you a bar right now. And it's a bar that I saw somewhere today on IG. And it's from an author, Van Gogh or something. And it basically said, if I'm worth something now, I was worth something then. You get? Meaning that if I'm here at the finishing line, as we always say, you see the value now because of what I've created, but I was worth something then.
I was still him.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And the point I'm trying to make is, and I honestly will ask this question until the end of time, I will say, to every woman who's putting a financial value on what type of man they want. I'm going to ask you a question. If I'm worth something now, I was worth something then, right? Then I was not up to your standard. Then I was not the person, I had not evolved to the person, blah, 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 blah. And it's okay if you have your standards. But now that I'm at my highest vibration, what do I need you for when I have a pick of all of the premier women out there who incidentally may be attracted to me because of who I am and what I have?
I'm up now.
I'm up now. If I'm worth something now, I was worth something then. I got bars today, guys. I got bars today, guys.
To extend the conversation, sorry, I saw a snippet of, I'm not his biggest fan, excuse me, because I don't support anything that brings about the idea of separation, But Dr. Umar was having a conversation with someone about why you'll find a big percentage of a particular group of black people who have snow bunnies with them. They've married white women, or women outside, their culture and all of that. And his reasoning, kind of agree with it because, there's such things that happen. But he said a lot of our black sisters are, when it comes to the value thing, they're looking for an already finished product. that's what they're searching out for. That's what they're on the lookout for. But the white sister, she saw the potential, she saw the value when this guy was still on his grind, and she was like, I recognize that, I see that. And to her, this checks off that box of, okay, he's not just maybe lying around, he has something going on for him, and I can see the vision over here. So you'll find that when these men end up marrying a white woman, having families with white women, some of the black sisters are gonna come at them like, oh, you're a sellout. You don't, it's like you don't even love black women and all that. But you haven't factored in the fact that he went through that channel and he didn't receive the love that he was hoping to receive because his value was being gauged differently on a different metric.
I have a buddy in the UK who just got engaged to his long-term girlfriend, and he's a black guy, black Jamaican guy. She's white from the UK. And I remember when we were coming up, because he's just a bit younger than me, right?
Right.
All of the man them were going through their, that phase of like, enough gal, whatever, right? And he had this white chick, right? And all of us, when we're making little jokes and like,
Christina Aguilera.
Yeah, I'm trying to say, like, bro, can you believe?
She was white?
She's white. She's a white.
Okay.
She's bright, mum white. Bro, can you believe? Of all of the Mandem from that era, those two are the only ones who are together still.
Damn.
Oh, wow. God
Everybody else fell by the white side, the way side.
White side.
Yeah, it's interesting.
But yeah, man. So this thing called life. I think everybody's writing a book on self-help and everything, but bruh, everybody's got their own manual to figure out.
Yeah, make your own decisions.
But now we're talking about money and all of that.
Kelly and Ashley are having a conversation without words.
Just like
so
sneering and
they're just having this conversation without words.
Talking
Ashley, so what is your perspective on this?
I mean, cool. I agree with you guys, but at the same time, I think we're looking at it one-sided. Like, okay, we came from the nigger saying how he doesn't value the woman, then we moved on. And I understand both sides need to be listened to, right? Then we moved on to how men should be valued from the get-go, not including the women as well. And I will say this, women do need to be valued from the get as well. Because there is a point. Let me say this. Right now, a lot of women, what they're going through is the same thing that babe was going through, right? Where you're looking at a woman or a lady, a young lady, and you're just like, you can't give me anything in life. Yet we are still in the building blocks. This baby's in her 20s. And I like the comment she said, he can't tell, he wouldn't be telling a 38-year-old woman this, right?
Yeah.
She's in her 20s. There's no way you're telling me in your 20s, you're in your 38. Firstly, no, I mean, not be offensive.
For 38 and being there? Yeah, something's wrong.
Something's wrong. And even for him, why are you standing there popping balloons for a 20-year-old? Honestly, it gave me the biggest ache. You're talking to her how you're not going to give me value, nigga. You're 38 popping a balloon.
And he goes on to say, not that you can't, but you're not there yet.
And that's the thing. The dismissive tone, his tone was off from the get-go. It wasn't even from when he started saying how you can't give me anything. Even to the point where he went like, see, that's the problem. You're not going to listen. Nigga, you've been yapping for the past 5 minutes.
Oh, that's
like, chill, right? And that's what literally a lot of women are going through that right now, because men will look at them and be like, oh, you can't offer me anything right now. Go to the older women. But then later on, when the younger babes, when the 20-year-olds have hit their 30s, which from what I understand is the prime for every woman, is when you in your 38-year-old of the old age, whatever, as you're 38 years old or you're in your 40, you're going to come back to this woman who's 30. But you didn't consider me when I was 21.
But we'll come back to the woman when we're 60 and they're 30.
Okay, valid. Valid, but you get what I mean. Like,
I get what you mean.
You can't necessarily, that standardization doesn't really make sense to me. And it does happen even for, I would say, older women, where it's almost like you're not in a position where I see us, or you are of value for me, but later on you'll come and be like, oh shit, she has her shit together. You know her life is
Yo, Calvin, what's the oldest you're going for?
Huh?
You heard me, nigga.
But man, What?
Yeah.
This thing is
Yeah.
throwing me off, man.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a bit thirsty. but
That's why he asked.
no, I'd date like a chick who's all the way up until 42, 43. I
Okay.
don't have a problem.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
I can start that. You know, like how like those diesel cars.
Andy.
You can't just get it out of the whatever.
Andy.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Andy,
Don't. You know, like those diesel cars with the intercooler.
Andy, don't. I'm just telling you, okay? Thank you.
Engage me, right? You know, you
Don't
want
worry, I have the next topic here. They don't.
No, right? No, but yo, man, listen. There's nothing, bro. Have you fucking seen Khalees? Nigga,
Khalees is
Hey,
wow.
hey.
Khalees.
That was a bit of- hey.
Editor, get that photo of where she's coming out of the
That
water.
brother starving.
Bro, you know the one I'm talking about. She's like, I just moved to Kenya. I'm like, Nas, nigga. Queen's breed.
I let Nas,
Yo.
yeah, but she let Nas down.
Bro, she let Nas
That's a
down.
good one.
Listen,
That's
but
a
yo,
good one.
45, nigga. Hey.
That's
So we're pushing it to 45.
Oh no, for Kelly's. Fam, I'm about to find out where she's camping at. Cause bro, me and Nas could be, stepfathers together.
Oh, you and Nas.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, listen.
You want to look after Nas's kid now?
No. These are the younger ones. You know she's got.
I
like
thought it
other
was a
young
one
ones.
mic type
Okay.
situation, bro. Not two
listen,
mic.
45-year-old.
looked one.
45-year-old. I might just shoot up the club and we could have one.
At
together.
45?
Yeah, it's possible. Science is amazing. She can steal
Wow.
whatever. Listen, we could try like some IVF and all of that.
Shit.
If crazy shit happens, we could even get a, what do you call it?
Or you could just smash, fulfill your fantasy and move on.
Listen.
There's no guy.
Don't interrupt my fantasy.
Let the man
Let
cook,
me
G.
cook. What
the
are you
man
trying to
cook.
tell
Let
me?
him
What are you trying to tell me?
Sorry.
You should be disgraced with yourself. How are you trying to say
Thank
me and
you.
Khalees,
No.
I could just hit it once? Who in their right mind could do that? Why?
He went a little preacher like that.
I know. Khalees, holla at your boy.
Yeah, but
Listen.
It's the
I'm-
do-rag.
Listen.
Had to be the do-rag. It's the do-rag.
Listen,
I'm with it though.
Khalees, I'm about to be a farmer. I got. She's buying a lot of land in Africa.
But there's a problem.
Nataka kumlima.
Listen,
she's
I've got land.
Are you willing to give up milkshake?
Listen, for the milk factory she's got. Oh hell yeah!
I think you went over his head.
Oh. Bro. Let me tell you, Khalees, man.
This man cooked
biggest
for 2
adult
minutes
crush
about
I've ever seen in my
Khalees.
life.
Oh my
Bro,
God.
Did you guys not see that shit?
That's the name of the pod. Khalees, marry me.
Oh man.
Oh.
Now we've seen it, bro, but our
Bro,
reaction
you
was
saw that
different.
shit.
Now,
Andy, how comes you didn't send it to me?
Nah, bro, cause we value different things, bro. You know the things I send you on the Twitters.
Kelly.
Yeah.
Hey, Khalees. No.
Nah, no, not
No, let
Khalees
me-
though. Not
Gee,
Khalees
I
though.
think you need to come through and understand.
I've seen the
We've all
video.
seen it,
You've
bro.
been seeing this shit as well.
She's doing her thing. She's glowing.
Calvin can't believe
Look
that
at
we don't
this
see her
shit,
the way.
man. Like the Indian
know
Ocean
the
has
video.
never seen no shit
You
like
haven't
this.
seen the latest one, the one she's like talking about her
I don't know if we
products
can
and
post
shit?
that though.
Huh?
I don't know if we can post that on the.
What do you mean?
YouTube will flag those.
No, go on.
Nah, no, editor.
Listen, put
Usiweke
your
kitu
Instagram
hapo.
there, real number one.
Hey,
Okay?
nah.
Give them direction to where it's at.
Unataka
By the-
direction ama
by the
erection
way,
wewe.
That shit is fire.
By the way, you know what? I want to give now that we're speaking about Khalees. Do you know what I want to give some props? Did you guys see the football? The clip of Thierry Henry,
Yeah. Oh,
Mika Harris, and Kate Abdo.
That one.
Oh, as in fact, just play it now.
It's
You can't stay professional in these segments where we're talking about breasts. So production would like to ask you, are you comfortable with just staying silent whilst we...
Come on, Kate, I can do this.
Not a word, just silent,
I can't say one
invisible.
thing. You can't trust me?
No, we can't. Please. Thanks. After 4 games, who here likes breast? Like breast? You do too?
I like the shape of them.
Yeah.
He's going to front 2 tonight.
Yeah, two big pair up front that are going to trouble.
Just work off each other.
Yeah.
I'm interested, how much do you enjoy watching them? Would you pay to watch them?
I have done.
The one thing that you can say is you don't have to be big, you can be small and compete.
That's interesting. Good. Do you think breast could get exposed tonight?
I hope so.
Do you think Barcelona could come a bit quickly for Brest tonight?
Whoa, I think it might have crossed the line.
You're trying to get me sacked.
I've got to say, yeah, we're talking about Brest.
Yeah. That was good banter.
I got that's good. That's some high level banter right there.
That's
You know, I had to
proper
throw that in.
banter.
Andy, what do you got for us next?
I don't know how we didn't cover this in the last episode, and I don't know if it's for real. It could be fake, but let's assume it's for real. But there's a new music policy, and this was out on the internet. New law requires DJs in Kenya to update their playlists weekly. Club DJs and concert planners mandated to assess DJ set lists before they can go on stage.
So let me ask you.
All in favor of this say aye.
No. Let me ask you. So who created that law? MCSK?
No, it's
It's
fake
giving
news.
a frustrated.
Yeah,
it's giving a
fake news.
Fake news.
Yeah.
It's fake news. It's fake
Yeah.
news.
But it's funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's hilarious. Let's
I mean-
run with it.
I mean, the fact of the matter is, like, I exist in a bubble, to be honest, in terms of DJing, in the sense of, like, I don't know what everybody else is playing because I don't go out apart from when I'm DJing. So it's very rare. Like I heard you DJ at Summer Tides. I heard you DJ at Bar Next Door twice this year. Obviously, I've heard DJ Grouchy DJ.
Have you had Ashley DJ?
No.
Oh, wow. Jesus Christ.
Cut the camera.
That was bad. You know what DJ is? Jesus Christ. Like rubbing her clit. Fucking hell. Have you had Ashley DJ? Oh my God. Oh, yeah.
Where's Andy? Where's Andy? Jesus. I'm finished with you guys.
Oh my God.
Andy, go home.
But I think that I genuinely think that I genuinely think
My fault, my
I
bad.
genuinely think that I don't know what people want. I mean, at the end of the day, like, I don't know.
So who is the connoisseur? Who is to say, unless it's maybe a particularly themed event, like maybe there's a particular music policy that we have over here, then we can oversee. But I think whoever put this up doesn't understand maybe what a DJ goes through to prep a set. Because if you understood that, I don't see, maybe money would be a motivating factor, but who is going to sit down and maybe assess the set list of maybe 3 DJs who are going to play that night for 3 hours each?
You know, it's crazy that you mentioned that, and I watched John Falme play this weekend. I watched Duffy. Yes. Duffy play, and I watched Grouchy play, and Chris Darling. And I go to different clubs and all of that.
Oh, right? This is in Dubai now.
Yes. And now looking at that population of what the music they wanted, right? And Grouchy started with all of this. He played quite a bit of vernacular. You get? Even dropped all of this Kasongo, and the clubs are going like crazy. You understand, right?
Right.
And now, like this weekend, there's High Life. I know.
Oh, damn.
G,
This
what kind
weekend?
of music you you understand, right?
Damn.
And what you guys played at B&D and everything, right? I think it's one of those things, and we did have this conversation, but not on the pod last week when Grouchy was here. And we were saying, like, there's places where, what song was All I Do Is Win? When he drops it, guys are going crazy. But that tweet, that comment was like, yo, DJs are still playing All I Do Is Win.
Yeah.
Bruh, it's a big record, right? And there'll be big records that are timeless. You understand? But also, it's also understanding your audience, where you're going.
True.
Like, there's places you've gone to, and you've had to change, like...
No, this is the way I see it. You mentioned Grouchy playing quite a bit of vernacular in Dubai.
Yeah.
You have to look at the crowd. Here's the crowd. When I go to Dubai and I go to DJ in Dubai, hello, I'm sorry, but I'm DJing for 90% Kenyan and 10% other people.
Crowd,
Exactly.
Because those people who are in those countries, they know you because of whatever your whatever.
Yes.
They've come to hear a slice of home.
Yes.
And if that home is Issa, Kamata, if that home is urban tone, that's what they expect to bring from you, right? That's what they're expecting. So you got to look at it from the perspective of when I go to when I go to
Eldoret.
when I go to LD, for example, it's a great example. Coast. Let's say when I go to Coast, and I used to go to Tapas.
Yeah.
For some reason in Coast I play a lot more bongo. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But then when I go to play in Coast, it's Nairobi people who are in Coast who come to check me out, but I'll change the flavor for you are. I think like everything else in life, we've overcomplicated things. It's like, for example, you know, Taurus Riley, Give Me a Little One Drop.
Yeah.
It's a big one drop song. Give me a little one drop. If you listen to the lyrics of that song, hey DJ, won't you play that song? It's such a sing-along song.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone's going to post at some point, oh, I'm not going to see G Money play or Chris play or whoever play because they're going to play the same old, give me a little one drop. I'm like, hello, stay home. I'm like, stay home, it's okay.
Yeah.
Don't come.
I'm booked.
I'm saying, and it's like, don't come, because guess what? Chance Star, I'm going to play that, because the thing about it is, if there's 100 people in the room, 98 people are going to sing along, and you and your friend who didn't get picked up and bought drinks are going to be the one tweeting, I don't want to hear this. You know what I'm trying to say?
Bro, they're the brave ones who come and ask you at the DJ deck to play better music or interesting music. And that time the whole dance
You
was
guys are
popping.
really behind enemy lines.
They are brave.
You don't still remember?
Enemy lines.
You remember? No, you don't remember this one at Capital Club last year when I was DJing? Oh, you know, you don't remember.
Oh shit!
2 years ago, I dropped you home, right?
It was 2020.
Hey, that one, this one.
It was nice.
It was nice. That was the day that I said no to Monkey Shoulder. It gave me a shoulder to lean on.
Yeah, on the floor. Right? But the point I'm trying to make is this, right? It's like, if you remember that night, there was a brand manager there who wanted to hear a particular song that I didn't even know, bro. So I downloaded the song because the organizer kept saying blah 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 from blah 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 keeps on telling you to da 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 da. So you know what I did? I had the crowd up, everyone's dancing, and I played the song that he asked for in the middle of my set. It was like a good 30 BPMs below. The crowd went dead, and I just looked at him. And then I said, you know what?
Happy now?
Come and play.
Yeah.
You know, he apologized. You know me, I said to him, now you see, come and play. He apologized to me after. But me, I'm extreme like that.
When I grow up.
I'm extreme like that. Because the point of the matter is, guess what? The fact is, I don't, you know, you can, if you think about particular venues, I like playing at Bar Next Door. And I like playing at Bar Next Door simply because even in the early days when we used to do Sundays there, myself and Grouchy,
Yeah, that was fun.
we had the ability to play right across the board because it was just a vibe. Buddha Bar days, exactly the same thing. The early Mercury days, exactly the same thing. But the fact of the matter is now, fam, and I'm sorry to say that, like, I'm sorry for DJs who do opening sets these days, simply because your vibe is now dictated. Why? Me in my mind, I say, Kenyans in clubs don't get high till 11:30.
Yeah.
You know, you see, after the 11, you can work. You played from 10 till you've played the most. They're sitting down talking to their friends. Once the alcohol checks in,
That's it.
They're up.
I'm a piano.
So it's like for me, the what is lacking is our curated smaller events. So, for example, I like to play at Pixel because Pixel is just 100 or 150 people. Not even that sometimes, 100 people. Yeah. And you get to play music. Like last week, I got to play songs I've not played for a long time.
Such a vibe.
It's so intimate. It's such a good vibe there, you know?
Yeah.
But you have to understand that in the main commercial clubs, you give what you get. And then you have the owners who be like, you know, like there was one owner, Tom, who sent a message with his manager and he's like, oh, we don't play reggae until 5. Who the fuck are you talking to? Me. Me.
Yeah.
You're telling me.
Since the
dancehall ambassador.
It's 1 8.
No, but what are you bringing your reggae here?
No, but I'm saying it's 1 or 1:30 in the morning.
Oh.
I'm peppering this place.
You don't play reggae
let me
until
stop.
5.
We don't play reggae till 5.
You're mad.
Did you take your laptop in?
I've never been booked there again, by the way. I told the manager, tell your guy to stop disturbing me. I said, don't come back into the... And it was... let me mention the club, by the way.
Say
it was Samasha in Eldoret. And the manager kept on... And you have to climb up into this booth and he's saying, oh, we don't play this. By now, you're supposed to be playing Eldoret. I said, boss, don't come back into this booth and tell me nothing. Worst, it was a call.
Why are you scaring the guy? Now how's this supposed
No,
to
why is he?
No, why is he doing
why is he
that?
coming to tell me this?
No, he's
Monaco
the
no
manager. He's
nyo,
been
nyo.
told by
I
the
don't
boss.
care.
No, listen.
Go tell your boss.
You'd have told him, hey, can I request some time with the manager?
No, there's no
the
time.
boss.
There's no time.
You put him in a very bad
No,
position.
I told him don't
You're
come
a
back
bad
in here.
boy.
And you know what?
It's how you said it. you did sound disappointed. You sound proud.
No, the point I'm making.
Sounds like something I say.
The point I'm
Been a
making.
very bad boy.
The point,
Bad boy.
the point I'm making is this, right? You have to be pretty clear. You have to know who I am.
Yeah.
Like end of the day, from the day I started here till this days, if there's one thing that what do people identify me with? Dancehall, right?
Yeah.
I play outside of dancehall. Yes, I do,
Yeah.
and I think I can play okay outside of that genre, right? But the fact of the matter is, at the end of the day, there's always going to be that one or two people who have come to hear me play this particular type of music.
Yeah.
So it's very simple. If you're going to tell me that I can't play any one drop until 5 o'clock, please do not book me.
Yeah.
Just don't book me. It's okay. And I go further now, and this is where the arrogance comes in. I've told someone this because I said, I have a nice house, and I enjoy it.
You have to also know who you
and
are.
I
I'm okay.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It's Saturday, and I'm in my house. Food,
It's a blessing.
football,
PlayStation.
That's
it.
No
my
alarm.
My house is nice.
Yeah.
Bro,
So
that-
don't think you're gonna take me out of my house and stress me. No, let me stay home.
And play my reggae here as well.
Yeah, let me let me
Play my
stay
one
home.
drop here.
You understand? I'm comfortable, and it's not arrogance. And I appreciate all of the clubs that I work with and the promoters that I work with. But if I'm not your cup of tea, feel free. Feel free to say I don't want that guy. It's fine.
So I see you're playing in Uganda.
Yeah, I'm doing Uganda for the first time in 10, 12 years, I think.
When are you going?
Nice.
20th of
that
December.
weekend, eh?
I'm spending my December is so sorted. By the way, so this weekend coming, I'm in Mombasa on Saturday for
that brunch
old
thing?
school brunch thing. Then I'm back for the high life on Sunday. Friday I'm at Samurai, so it's a busy weekend. But you know, listen to how beautiful this weekend is. This December is. So the weekend after that, I'm in Mombasa for a Guinness gig.
Or the one for 13th.
For 2 days, right?
Yeah.
So that's 2 days in Mombasa. I'll spend the whole weekend anyway in Mombasa, right? No pressure. Then the weekend after that, I go to Uganda for the whole weekend.
Damn.
No,
The
so
weekend after that?
and then the weekend after that,
That's New Year's now.
Nairobi. And in between that, we have dancehall versus Afrobeat. The point,
Oh, yeah.
That's next weekend.
The point I'm trying to, the point I'm trying to,
Midweek.
the point I'm trying to
Why?
make. The point
12th, nigga. It's a
12th.
holiday.
It's a holiday.
Oh, it's a
point-
Thursday.
The point I'm trying to make, the reason I say it's a beautiful December, I go to Uganda, I play a 2-hour set, but I get to spend 3 days and literally charge
Nice.
3 days money for one gig.
damn.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Blessings, bro.
So I have
When are we going to Uganda again?
20th.
Okay.
20th of December for the remnants, and I'm excited about that because the energy that they're sending me from that. So yeah, I mean, guys, just go out, have your drinks, enjoy yourself, and you're entitled to your opinion. You can go on Twitter, you say blah blah blah. But just pick your DJs. If you don't like this one, support that one. If you don't like that one, support that one.
Yeah.
If you don't like this other song, buy yourself a pair of Apple AirPods 4 because the noise cancelling is very, very good.
dope.
When you hear, all I do is you put them in the club, you turn them
Take them
on,
off.
the noise cancelling, and then when you see the music, you take them back out. You continue along your life or go to the toilet.
Yeah. That's your bathroom break. For real.
Yo, as we're almost winding up, bro, I want to talk about planes.
Airplanes.
Yeah. Man, I've never been in a cockpit, but I was in a cockpit. Let me tell you.
Sorry.
Was that?
No, I know. It's how we. It's
Pause.
it's
Leave it.
You know, anyway, listen.
how you find it over there.
There used to be a club called Cockpit, right? And my bedroom might be called the Cockpit.
Nah,
So
man.
you guys thought you could take me under. Die. I am not.
No.
But yo,
one's taking you under the.
Let me
under
tell
the
you,
cock.
pilots, man. Pilots do an.
Pilots do what?
What did you say?
I didn't say anything.
Say with your chest.
I said no one's taking you out of the cockpit.
I love how amused he is by this, bro.
so stupid. Like,
Oh, you think that was stupid? Okay.
I mean, the cockpit. They're like, no, you're not coming out.
Right. Anyway, so go on. Pilots, what?
Yeah, man. Pilots do an incredible job. I've got to give all the pilots out there.
All right, first of all, were you there when they were taking off for London?
Taking off in London.
Okay, so have you been there when they're just flying?
Yes. So,
Hey,
when they're just
hey, buddy.
So anyway, so what happened is this, right? So
The job is taking off in London.
the job is taking off in London. But what I've learned is on autopilot, you can actually land the damn thing. It can land.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get an Airbus are at the front of trying to figure how these things can take off on themselves and land. Because on autopilot, it can land.
Taking off is the issue.
Taking off, you will on Boeing.
Saa zingine
you can
lazima
do it.
ucheze nayo ndo
You get, yeah, I see what you're doing. But bro, it was so cool just seeing the takeoff and they're just like checklist, this, that, what. Then you get to hear the headphones so you can hear even the control tower saying this and what and different pilots. You're being told there's another plane that's here and just looking at them press all of these damn things and then you just take off. Now, here's the thing. In the cockpit, you don't feel as much, how would I put it? You know, when you take off at times, there's quite a bit of discomfort.
Because the seats have got a level of...
yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah.
But in the cockpit,
Suspension.
bro, that shit was so smooth. And the craziest
Right.
thing is, yeah, I know, right? It was so smooth. No veins. Is that what you're about to say?
No.
What is happening?
No, see the way he said,
Weren't
right? It was
even
so
there.
smooth. Nigga.
Weren't even there.
No, but what is crazy is the pilots, like as you're taking off, you can see them looking over the window, just making sure and looking at the instruments and everything. Then once you guys take off, them niggas ain't even looking outside. They just look at everything in the clusters and all of that. Then you get to like 10K. So it was interesting. Exiting Dubai and getting into Oman. So now you leave the control tower in Dubai. Now you start talking to the guys in Oman, right? And in Oman, they wanted to get to about, I think, 30,000 feet or something. Or no, 20 something. And Oman guys are like, listen, we can only give you permission to fly up until this, and then we'll come back and tell you to fly up until this. So like they're literally going, talking to like different guys from different countries and so on and so forth. But that thing was on autopilot, my guy. All they're doing is just monitoring stories, Nini.
So what did you thought they were in there like this? Driving, break.
Nini. But those things were so cool. Like when they even, like they put in the coordinates and how for it to turn. Like you see those like things next to that gear thing, just going like. Then you just see the thing turn.
Yeah.
It's so cool. I think I want to be a pilot.
I once did a flight simulator. I remember in Dublin.
Yeah.
Man, I crashed that plane badly.
On the sim.
No, so I think at that point, Dubai Airport was the only place in the world that had an aircraft simulator, a fully functioning one that you could go in, and it was 50 euro, bro. Those days, 50 euros was a lot. It was 50 euros, and you go in there for like 15 minutes and you have a pilot who's there, and they talk you through. I'll try and find the video. If I find it in time, I'll get these guys on it.
Nice.
Fam, so you have a pilot who's telling you what to do, pull up, veer to the brother. He's like the right, just bang to the right, and I crashed that plane.
Yeah. But it was so cool, like to get into the clouds and everything, and they're like telling you, if we go through this, guys are gonna fill it back there, so let's avoid it and all of that. Then there was like a guy in a caravan who was flying into like us guys, and he had to be
basically,
told,
as we wrap up the pod, you're saying that if you'd known that you'd have been taken to Cloud9, you wouldn't have taken so long to get to the cockpit.
In his cockpit.
Oh my God. There's your joke.
Bye, guys.
Listen.
Bye. This is the mics are open. My name's G Money.
Andy Young.
Ashley.
And me, big cockpit.
Adios.